What's good? What's good? What's good this morning? Let's talk about it. Today we face our fears. Today we go past sesame. Good old sesame. Now, well, Michelle Rodriguez is probably trending still based on her tirade she went on of her just speaking her mind after a few shots, going out drinking. She's always lived a free spirit and did what she's done throughout her career. But let's take things and put them in perspective. Because I think it needs to be said, though it hurts to say, in other words, right? Top of the week to you. Now, she went on and made a statement. She was drunk. Seemed like she apparently had a few shots. TMZ got the footage. I guess they were there live asking her questions. And somehow the conversation switches to superheroes. I guess someone asked her about joining a Marvel movie or something where she's a superhero character. Well, she just appeared in Dungeons and Dragons. Anyone cared to see that? It's a good movie. But she goes ahead and makes a statement. And in her statement, she comes out and says, ooh, man, this is hot. She comes out and makes a statement and says, people need to learn to get their own superheroes. Stop taking white people's superheroes and make their own. Now, when this claim was made, it brought up a lot of ideals. It brought up a lot of people going, we got all those racist people that jumped out. Yeah! That's what I'm saying. Someone else that's non-white said it. Yes! So they jumped up. It was so weird of a conversation that it's been going on. I can't believe that people were taking the bait. I don't think Michelle Rodriguez even understands what she's talking about because, one, she's drunk, and two, this is a norm. This is a cycle. Yep, she said this drunk, and now she's going viral. And just like on the live stream last night, somebody was like, "Cino, man, did you hear this about they making Superman into a woman now on the Flash?" I said, "That's Supergirl." And that's where we are, people. Yeah, I was in the live stream yesterday. That was the funniest thing ever. He's like, "Cino, you see they turned this Superman into a woman now, this Flash movie." I said, "That's Supergirl." Man, we all died laughing. Then Michelle Rodriguez's comments is echoing. And then you have people who don't know anything about comic book movies commenting on this. Going, "Yeah, they stealing from the white man." And it's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Never thought I'd hear that. But they're saying that they're changing the characters. It's interesting. They're saying they turned Batman into a black woman with Batgirl, or Batwoman rather, who was always black, from what I remember, when they created that character. Not Batgirl, but Batwoman, right? They had a version of her in the comics that was black. And I think she was a lesbian character. If she's right, then what characters did they take and switch? Still trying to figure that out. When they said create their own, they have created their own. Didn't they just create the new black female Iron Man in 2016? Riri Williams. They've created their own. Larry Fishburne just put out the one with the black girl, the animated series. So I'm trying to figure out who and what did they replace? The only one that's gotten everybody up in arms is Captain America. Captain America is now black. I'm like, oh, really? There was never a black Captain America before? I think if you watch the series, it would explain to you that there was a black Captain America. Written and created by white people. So what character are they changing again? See, it's never a problem when someone else does it. It's only a problem when everybody else start creating things. Some things have to remain just white. Why? The superhero doesn't matter. When you go to Comic-Con and you see all these people dressed up in Superman outfits, and do they say, hey, wait a minute, you're Pakistani? There's no Pakistani Superman. And the fact that she's Latino, and to say something of that nature when she has no clue as to what she's talking about. Now, what she should have said is that they're taking superhero characters and changing their sexual orientation. Now that is what she should have said. But she ain't gonna say that because of her sexual orientation. You see? It's all about what you like. She ain't gonna open her mouth now. Ooh, not about that. But it's funny when people who don't watch superhero movies know nothing about the comic book history keeps referring to all of these characters as if these characters are harming society. And they don't know or understand that these characters have been this way and have been created by majority white men. I'll call Nate back. They won't try to make new characters till they check off what different things on the list. Well, no. Society is getting to a point where things are getting silly. We put more attention, more focus into the nonsense than we do into the realities of what it is that we're doing in actuality. We're that mentally messed up, that mentally out of it, that we can't even focus on things that really matters and issues that really affect people. We're worried about who's playing a superhero character. What race is a superhero character? Now it's gonna be, what's next? Superman's gonna be a Pacific Islander? I mean, they sell the movie to him. Michael B. Jordan was doing the Black Superman thing. They freaked out because they don't realize he's doing a version of Superman from the comics that's canon from the story. But Michelle Rodriguez wouldn't understand any of this because she does not understand what she's talking about. She's drunk and talking. Now, the question should be, why are they changing the sexual orientation of superhero characters when their sexual orientation has nothing to do with their abilities or nothing that they deal with, period? Now, unless the character was created canon, saying this is a part of the character's character and this is what they are, then that's fine. But don't change straight characters and trying to make those characters into this new agenda of trying to appease to everyone else. Like she said, make new characters, right? Oh, I'm quite sure she was thinking this because she's not looking at it from a Latina side. She's looking at it from their side, from Hollywood. And then she's drunk. But then, hey, she gets all of these roles because of what reason? She gets all of these movie roles because this is what she do. Now, a lot of people is gonna say her sexual orientation is what got her a lot of roles in Hollywood. I say she was good at what she do. But notice she doesn't speak about the sexual orientation of these characters. And how they're changing it. That's okay. We could change that. But don't let a Puerto Rican play Superman. What kind of message is that gonna send? You're gonna tell all Puerto Ricans you could be Superman. It's not true. You can only do landscaping. Well, Superman was originally supposed to have blonde hair and blue eyes. But that's what the studios wanted. Superman, blonde hair and blue eyes. They didn't think it would look right. Superman having blue eyes and black hair. That just doesn't look correct. But they had to keep trying to tell people that didn't understand Superman isn't from Earth. He's from planet Krypton. They didn't understand the gist of any of this. They was like, "But they can have blonde hair, right? On Krypton?" So, this wasn't made in a day where acceptance of everything was highly and strongly on the table. People were fighting for these rights. When they made the Black Panther comic, the Black Panthers was fighting for justice in the streets. And they said, well, let's make some money off this. We're going to create this character called Black Panther who fights for the rights of the people. And that way, we got a comic book we can get the blacks to buy. Now, if you look up Black Panther, you ain't gonna see Huey Newton. You ain't gonna see nothing. You're gonna see Chadwick Boseman, and you're gonna see Marvel. You're gonna have to dig real deep. That's what I'm saying. They try to tell you. I'm like, well, which characters did they change? None. Batwoman always was there. She was always the way they written her. So no one's turned Batman to a woman. They literally have Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck playing Batman in this movie. Literally. Now, somebody's saying leave Batman alone. Who's messing with Batman? I don't see Batman filling on the Flash or eyeing the Flash like he's trying to, lure him in a room or a Batcave or something. I haven't seen that. So why is everybody making up all of these assumptions? So where are they stealing the white characters from? I don't get it. She literally said that. Stop stealing white heroes and create your own. Wow. Wow. Stop stealing white heroes. And all the right-wing racist people came out on Twitter and went crazy. Now they praising Michelle Rodriguez. The same people, if they saw Michelle Rodriguez, would mace her right on the spot. Ah! Deport her. Who is that? That's Michelle Rodriguez. She the one that said, oh, no, she's good. She can stay. We're sorry. Jesus Christ. This world is nuts. All right, Michael B. Jordan caught a bunch of slack for a movie he hadn't even done. They're talking about him playing a character from Krypton, a whole different version of Superman. He's not playing Kal-El. That wasn't the character he was playing. But people saw a picture of him with the Superman crest on that somebody photoshopped, and they were saying, this film is coming up. Michael B. Jordan is going to be the new Superman. Everybody lost their mind. All the hate for Michael B. Jordan started coming out. And for what? What did he do to deserve that? No. I think that the way that it's looking, as of right now, the dynamics have shifted. If somebody's going to say that, shouldn't white people be talking about quit taking our white heroes? Why is a Latina saying we need to quit taking white heroes when there's no white hero that's been taken? Oh, because a black man is going to be Captain America now. Because in the comic books, there was an original. I guess she didn't see the series. So now when a black man's going to do something, we got to start looking out for white heroes. Forget about all the stuff that's been stolen from Latinos, blacks, Asians. Forget about that. A fictional character. Now that's what matters. She and her feelings. No, she was drunk. But she didn't mention them changing the sexual orientation of characters. As I stated many times previously, that As I stated many times previously, this has been the notion. But what's killing me is that she's totally ignored all of the characters that's been created with more cultural backgrounds that's created by African Americans, creating African American characters, Latinos creating Latino characters. That has been happening in the new millennium. Now, the changes that they've been doing, now that is a different story. The changes they've been making has actually been a farce. All the changes that they're making, it seems to be with sexual orientation of characters. And they're making that the focal point of the character to appease to a certain demographic. Now, she didn't mention that because she's part of that demographic. So that's okay if they change a superhero's character and add a sexual orientation that never was there before. That's fine. But as long as they're played by white people. Never thought I'd hear a Latino say that. Or a Latina. Or a minority, period, would say something so just stupid. Well, it's the old saying. The fox and the wolf, baby. Hey, they both want the same thing. They just have different approaches to getting it. The wolf is abrupt. And he waits till they're in a herd, distraction, and he just shoots out with force. Boom! Goes and grabs one, hopes one of them fall over, trying to run, startled. And he grabbed one with his mouth. Well, the fox, he's gonna sneak, creep where they can't see him, pretend to be harmless. Then when they least expect it, bah! He got it. Both want the same thing, just have different methods of the approach. But in the end of the story is both of them have the same meat name out. You. Yes, T'Challa was a character that was created in the eyes of Bobby Seals and Huey P. Newton. Absolutely. Well, you have to be alert at all times. You have to be aware, have to be focused. The imminent rate in which people are, I would say, losing the fight is the same way they're giving it up. These people don't understand what it takes. They don't understand sacrifice, commitment. All they know is give me. That's it. People want things handed to them like they're entitled. Well, it's hard to blame a generation without blaming the generation before it. They created it. And then the generation before them created that for them. Just think about it. If you're in your 40s, remember how you were parented. Then go back and remember how they were parented or your cousins was parented just 10 years later. And you'd be like, whoa, wait a minute. I used to get put in a headlock and punched. You get away with murder. What's happening here? People have become soft and decadent through the times. My mother today is the type that'll put you in timeout. The mother from years ago, not the case. So they help create the spoiling the child, this new generation of what we call the brat life, brat era. All these brats have grown up and they've gone into positions of power and got jobs. And throwing fits is how they got things in life. So why wouldn't they believe the world reacts in the same way? If I throw a fit, I'll get what I want. There's never been a presidential election. It's always been corrupt since its inception. Yeah, I know. Oh, my landscaper better get to work. I'm home. You in here watching Shaq? Shaquille O'Neal highlight? Ready to go eat? Okay. Yeah, see, that's when it was real. That's the 96 class. Oh, he went to his boy.